The movie begins with Kwang, the powerful chairman of Kwang Industries, who is facing serious legal troubles due to his involvement in illegal fishing and the killing of dolphins. These activities have brought him to court, threatening his reputation and business empire. As the court proceedings escalate, Kwang's frustration grows. He calls his wife, Joy, to share his concerns, but she doesn't answer. Joy, completely unaware of her husband's plight, is at a luxury car showroom browsing for the perfect birthday gift for him. Joy's eyes light up when she sees a gleaming red Ferrari. Its sleek design and powerful engine captivate her, and she immediately decides it's the ideal gift. Then Joy offers him a test drive, and showroom worker agrees, eager to experience the car's potential. However, the test drive turns into a thrilling, high-speed adventure as Joy's love for driving takes over. Her dangerous maneuvers leave the showroom worker terrified, but Joy enjoys every moment. Satisfied, she purchases the car and drives it home, feeling proud of her choice. At home, Kwang and Joy finally meet. Kwang, visibly stressed, shares his concern that someone within his circle is leaking information about his activities to outsiders. He suspects a spy, but hasn't identified who it is yet. Joy, trying to lift his spirits, surprises him with the Ferrari. She presents it with a cheerful happy birthday, hoping to bring some joy to his troubled day. Later, Joy meets her son, Raymond, who is visibly upset. Raymond has grown increasingly frustrated with Kwang's unethical behavior, particularly his environmental crimes. He announces his plan to leave the house, unable to tolerate his stepfather's actions any longer. Raymond's anger is not just about Kwang's behavior, he also resents his mother for remarrying after his father's death. Joy pleads with him to stay, reminding him of the support Kwang provided during their difficult times. Her words soften Raymond's resolve, but his dissatisfaction remains. The scene shifts to John, a dedicated DEA agent who is deep undercover with his partner Santiago. They are in the middle of a dangerous mission when Santiago's badge accidentally falls, exposing their true identities to the criminals they are monitoring. A fight breaks out and John is forced to defend himself and Santiago. The commotion attracts the attention of local police, who mistake John for a criminal and attempt to arrest him. However, John's boss arrives just in time, explaining his undercover role in defusing the situation. John then takes her to a location where they uncover 400 kilograms of heroin, a major victory in their operation. A press conference is held to announce the drug bust, which infuriates Kwang when he sees the news. The exposure threatens to bring unwanted attention to his remaining illegal operations. Back at the DEA office, John submits a detailed report on Kwang's activities, requesting permission to travel to Taipei to gather critical evidence. His boss denies the request, reminding him of a dangerous incident from 15 years ago. Instead, she grants him a 7-day vacation to recover from his intense 6-month undercover mission. Despite the leave, John decides to pursue Kwang on his own. He changes his identity to George Washington and boards a flight to Taipei. On the same flight, a women's volleyball team is traveling for a competition. After landing, the team is interviewed by the press, and Joy happens to see the broadcast. To her shock, Joey recognizes John and is flooded with memories of their past together. Just as she is processing her emotions, Kwang arrives and instructs her to come with him. Kwang discovers that Raymond has been leaking information about his activities and has stolen an important ledger containing incriminating evidence. Enraged, Kwang confronts Raymond, demanding to know the ledger's location. Under pressure, Raymond reveals that it is hidden in room 2018 of the Marriott Hotel. Kwang sends his men to retrieve the ledger, but John reaches it first and takes photos of its contents. Meanwhile, Kwang's fury boils over, and he decides to kill Raymond as punishment for his betrayal. Just as he is about to strike with a knife, Joy intervenes, pointing a gun at Kwang and ordering him to let Raymond go. In a dramatic turn, Raymond hits Kwang from behind, knocking him unconscious. They restrain him by handcuffing him to a table before escaping. Joy and Raymond meet John at the hotel to warn him about Kwang's growing threat. However, Kwang's men soon arrive, tries to shoot them, leading to a brief fight. Using a smoke grenade, John, Joy, and Raymond manage to escape. Once safe, Joy introduces John to Raymond, revealing that John is father. The revelation surprises Raymond, and John is equally emotional as he meets his son for the first time. However, their reunion is cut short when the police identify their location through CCTV footage. The trio narrowly escapes and heads to Joy's hometown. During their journey, Raymond, still processing the shocking news, asks Joy to explain the past. Joey begins to share their past. When she was young, she had a deep passion for cars and was an expert driver. One day, Kwang's men came to take young girls. but Joey tried to escape. During her attempt, she crashed and accidentally killed Kwang's driver. His gang quickly found her and brought her back to Kwang. Impressed by her driving skills, Kwang offered her a job as his personal driver to transport drugs. One day while driving, John followed her, and she mistook him as a drug stealer. But after they met, they instantly fell in love. They grew close and started living together. When Joey found out she was pregnant, she decided to tell John. But she was shocked when John revealed his true identity as an undercover agent in the DEA. He told her he was there to catch drug dealers and urged her to leave and never contact him again. Soon after, Kwang's men took her back to him. In an attempt to reassure her, Kwang promised to take care of her and her family by marrying her. As Joy finishes her story, Kwang watches CCTV footage of her and John together, realizing the depth of their connection. Furious, he goes to Joy's room and discovers an old photo of them. Meanwhile, Joy and John ask Raymond if there are any other ledgers containing evidence against Kwang. Raymond recalls a rhino sculpture that contains a hidden hard drive. He volunteers to retrieve it, but both John and Joy refuse, fearing for his safety. Kwang's men soon track down Joey to her hometown, but John kills them in defense. John urges Joy to locate the location, but Raymond is missing. Raymond sneaks into Kwang's room to steal the sculpture. Kwang catches him in the act and uses him as leverage, calling John and Joy to arrange a meeting. At the meeting, Kwang takes Joy with him and orders his men to kill John. However, John manages to escape and shoots the driver of Kwang's car. Kwang throws him away and starts driving the car. Suddenly, John jumps into the car, kicks the Kwang out. Then he starts chasing him. Their confrontation escalates to a theater, where they engage in a brutal fight. John overpowers Kwang just as the police arrive, arresting both of them. With the help of his boss, John is released on bail and presents the hard drive, exposing Kwang's illegal activities. His boss, impressed by his dedication and success, grants him a 2-year vacation. Finally, John, Joy, and Raymond decide to go on a family vacation, leaving behind the chaos and danger. They spend their time together, rebuilding their bond and looking forward to a brighter future as a reunited family.